Hey guys, what's up? So it's been a while since I've recorded some new deck profiles for you guys, but I do have some new ones to share with you. A lot of them are buddy fight deck profiles, and the reason is there's really nothing else. Mainly right now for Vanguard, what I'm doing is I'm playing my Blade Master deck, and I've already showed you that. I'm doing a couple updates on other decks, but they're just small updates. I'll do deck profiles and updated discussions on them if I think that the changes to them are enough. But if it's just one or two card changes, I just really don't see the point of doing it. If there is a certain deck that you want me to revisit, talk about how it is now, or anything like that, you just need to let me know. But I do have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buddy fight deck profiles for you guys, so they'll be there for you to enjoy. So anyway, let's just jump straight into this one. This one specifically we'll be covering in this video is Sun Dragons. So obviously this is Dragon World, and for the buddy of the deck we are playing Dragon of the Sun Ball Dragon. So I will cover him once we get to him in the deck. So the only size 3 that we are currently playing is, let me move these over, is Raging Fire Dragon Agnagraz. So he is a size 3 with 7/7 stats, really good. His call cost is pay 3 gauge. Act ability. You may put 3 Sun Dragons from your drop zone onto the bottom of your deck in any order. If you do, this card gets Penetrate. What makes him also really, really good is he has triple attack. So if your opponent has a monster in the center that has heavy Soul Guard, you can just use the ability and get Penetrate and attack it 3 times and still deal at most 6 damage to your opponent. So that's good. Size 2s. We are obviously playing 4 of our buddy, Dragon of the Sun Ball Dragon, so 5 of him total, obviously. So his call cost, pay 1 gauge. When this card attacks for the turn, this card gets plus 5,000 power. So when he attacks, he's 10,000 power. And he also has Penetrate, so he also works really well with center monsters. Size 2, 5,000 power, 2 crit, 3,000 defense. So, pretty good card. Actually, really good card is what this deck revolves around. Next, we play 4 copies of Godly Speed Ball Dragon. So, Godly Speed Ball Dragon came out of Alternative Set 1. Really, really good card. He has no call cost, which is really good. He's a size 2 with 6,000 power, 2 crit, and 3,000 defense. His ability is when this card attacks, if your opponent does not have a monster in the center, you gain 1 life. So really, really good. You can gain some life back with him, which is really, really good. So, and for the last size 2, we are playing 3 copies of Flame Wing Dragon. This is from set the DBT01, so the first set of Triple D. Size 2, 6,000 power, 2 crit, 4 defense. Call cost is pay 1 gauge. At the end of the battle that this card attacked, if your opponent does not have a monster in their center for this turn, this unit gets double attack. So, real easy to get some multiple attacks off. The reason I don't... There's another size 2 that some people might be playing called Breast Corona that came in set 2. I don't like him because I already play so many cards in the deck that let me gauge anyway, so I really don't see the point of playing more cards to just keep mass charging the gauge. I don't really have a gauge problem with this deck at all, so I don't see the point of playing more. Plus, there is such a thing as gauging too much. Or at least I think there is. Size 1s. 4 Fire Fang Dragon. This is a staple in Sun Dragons. We play 4 of it. You should at least. Its ability, Flare Gift. When this card enters the field, if you have another Sun Dragon on your field, put the top card of your deck into your gauge and draw a card. You may only use Fire Gift once per Flare Gift once per turn. So size 1, 3,000 power, 1 crit, 1 defense, but really good effect. Next, we play 3 copies of Mara Blade Dragon. Size 1 monster, 3,000 power, 2 crit, 1 defense. Whenever he attacks, if your opponent's center is open, he gains +1 crit, making him 3. So that is really good. So he's a really good. He's your ideal first turn call. So not really good in the closed center matches, but we have something in the side to help deal with that. Next, we play 2 copies of Geothermal. His ability is pay 1 gauge and put the top 2 cards of your deck into the drop zone. If you do, destroy an item on your opponent's field. You can only use this ability once per turn. Size 1, 3,000 power, 1 crit, 4 defense. So, and for the last size 1, we play 2 copies of Black Spotted Dragon Black Dot. Size 1, 5,000 power, 1 crit, 1 defense. He cannot be destroyed by card effects, and he also has the move ability, so you can use him defensively somewhat, so that's always nice. For Impact Monsters, we are playing 2 copies of Ball Dragon Ball Burst Smasher. So 11,000 power, 4 crit, 6,000 defense. Basically what this is, it's a Roaring Slash Gargantua Punisher on legs if you have your item equipped, your Ball Knuckle. Pay 3 gauge and put this on top of a Sun Dragon monster on your field. This card's attack cannot be nullified when it's attacking alone, and it has Soul Guard. Then we play 2 copies of Ball Dragon Grateful Ball Lariat. 11,000 power, 3 crit, 6,000 defense. His call cost is pay 3 gauge and put a Sun Dragon monster on your field into the drop zone. When this card attacks, you may put up to 3 Sun Dragons from your drop zone on the bottom of your deck. If you do, destroy cards on your opponent's field equal to the number of cards put. You can destroy the same card multiple times. So you can use this with monsters with Soul Guard and help get rid of them. So only 4 impact monsters. That's really all I feel we need. I do side one other one. So, but for a game 1 purpose, Force has been working just fine for me. For the items, we're obviously playing our best one, which is our Sunfist Ball Knuckle. Pay 1 gauge. When a monster with Ball Dragon in its card name on your field attacks, for this battle, that monster gets +1 critical. And this ability can activate once in the attack phase and once in the final phase, so it can also increase the critical of your impact ball monsters. 4,000 power, 2 crit, pretty good. And then we also play 2 copies of Sunfist Burning Sun. So pay 1 gauge if you have 2 or more Sun Dragons on the field. 2 or more Sun Dragon monsters on your field. This card gets +1 crit. So it's a good backup. I want to test out Ball Guard, but I only have 1 copy, and I really don't see the point of playing just 1. So once I get another Ball Guard, I'll be testing that. So, but until then, this has been just fine. For spells, we are first playing our 4 Sun Dragon Shield. You may only cast this card during an attack on your opponent's turn, and if you do not have a monster in the center, and you have a Sun Dragon on the field. Counter, nullify the attack, put the top card of your deck into your gauge, and gain 1 life. If you have 2 or more Sun Dragons on the field, this card cannot be nullified. So it kind of acts as a green Dragon Shield and a blue Dragon Shield all in one, but you must have a Sun Dragon on the field, and if you have 2 or more on the field, it can't be stopped, so that's really good. Next, we play 4 green Dragon Shield, standard gain a life when you're being attacked and your center's not full, which is pretty much standard with Dragon World. Your center's usually open. I do not play blue Dragon Shield. This is all the shield that I main. Like I said, I believe I gauge fairly enough, so I really don't feel the need to play blue as well. Next, we play 3 copies of Stout Arm of the Sun. Really good defensive spell. You may only cast this if you have a Sun Dragon on your field and your opponent does not have a monster in their center. Cast cost, pay 1 gauge, destroy a monster on your opponent's left or right, and it is not size restricted. So really, really good card. You can use this to pick away some problems. If your opponent is calling monsters that you just want to get rid of, you can, when they call it and they enter their battle phase, bam, just go ahead and kill it. Next, we play 3 copies of Ball Support. Really good card, especially for Ball's just Ball in general. So you may only cast this card if you have a monster with Ball Dragon in its card name on your field. Put the top 2 cards of your deck into your gauge, and you gain 2 life. You can only cast 1 Ball Support once per turn. We play 8 balls in our size 2, and we play 4 ball impacts. So we play a grand total of 12 balls in the deck. So it is fairly easy to get this off. Then we play, what I also really like about these 2 spells in general, they're also both considered a Sun Dragon card, so you can use Ball Lariat to return them to the bottom of the deck. So that's what I really like about these 2 in general. And then for the last 3 spells, we're playing 2 copies of Drago Bond, because Drago Bond is Drago Bond. Protect our ball, protect our Flare Fang, protect your impact monster, prevent it from leaving the field, and gain 2 life. Really consistent. And then we just play 1 copy of Blessing of the Sun. Blessing of the Sun, you gauge 1, and then if you have a Sun Dragon on the field, you gauge 2 more, so you can gauge 3. Some people might say, well, why not play more of this? For Buddy Fight in general, once you figure out your monster lineup and your basic strategy, your space gets kind of tight. I generally don't like playing just one of cards because they really don't serve much of a purpose. But one Blessing of the Sun is fine. I have a sideboard for this deck. It is not the best, but it is, I do feel it is a good one to account for what this deck could run into competitive-wise as far as the meta goes. I side a 3rd Ball Lariat for certain matchups that you just want to continually wipe your opponent's field, so I do side a 3rd in case you want to just go completely impact heavy. I do want to pick up a 4th of this and actually play test 5 impact monsters, but right now 4 just seems to be doing fine, so I really don't know if I will change that or not. Next, we are siding as well 2 Scorching Cavalry Dragons, 2nd Helios. This is a triple rare from the first set of Triple D. Really good card, size 3 monster with 7,000 power, 2 crit, and 5 defense. Call cost is pay 2 gauge, and you put the top 2 cards of your deck into this card's soul. Put a Sun Dragon from the soul of this card into your drop zone, and if you do destroy an opponent's monster in their center, and since it's an X skill, you could activate that skill twice if you get 2 Sun Dragons in the soul. And he has double attack, so you could technically, if they have a monster in their center with 4 soul, bam, bam, and then attack it twice, so you could really help knock that soul down pretty quick. So 3 Blaze Horns. This is what you side in for your Mara Blades when you're fighting against a deck that is center field closed. He's very weak stat-wise. He's a size 1, 1,000 power, 2 crit, 1,000 defense. He does have a call cost of paying 1 gauge, but his skill is when this card attacks a monster in the center, destroy that monster. So no matter what, if he battles a monster in the center, he instantly kills it. And he has the move ability, so a must for the deck. Next we side 2 Battle Deity Robo Silver Rabbit. Pay 1 gauge when this unit is called. Take a soul out of any card on the field or destroy a set spell on the field. So you can use this in multiple matches. We side a 3rd Geothermal for mainly the Hero World matchups to help kill the items that they equipped. And we side a Shine Storm. Pay 2 gauge and select a monster on the field and remove a soul from it if it's on the left or right. If it's in the center, remove all the soul. So So anyway, guys, that is my Sun Dragon deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it. In testing, this deck has been playing very well. I thoroughly enjoy playing it. I will be giving you a updated 5th Omni deck eventually. There's just a couple of cards that I need to hunt down, and I need to edit the deck a little bit. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. So in the comment section below, please feel free to leave your comments, your suggestions for the deck if you have any, and I will see you next time.